there you are. I'm so happy to see you. You've been so busy in classes that it's been hard to meet up in between them. But I got out early today just so that I could. It's true. You've had your hands full in your classes. You don't want to fall behind Dolorae, so you've been taking extra courses. But Dolorae herself has had her hands full. At least she seems to be in good spirits today. It appears you're in good health. No bags under your eyes. It appears you haven't lost any weight either. What am I doing? You think I don't notice what you do every time I see you? You're always so concerned that I'm pushing myself too much that you check to make sure I'm taking care of myself. So guess what? I'm doing it to you this time. Especially since you've been so busy lately. Cheeky? How is this being cheeky? I should be allowed to be worried about you too, you know? You're important to me, so I just want to make sure you're alright. Especially when I'm not around. Why do you always pat my head like that? I'm sure it hurts with my flaming hair. Wait, you're wearing a new set of gloves. You tell her it's hard to resist patting her head when she acts this cute, but you've gotten quite a few burns over the past semester, so you've commissioned to have heat-resistant gloves made, so that you can do it to your heart's content. What? I thought after the last burn you were going to stop it altogether. But you did something this sweet, just for me. Of course I enjoy it when you give me head pats. It's just a bit embarrassing when we're in the halls. But I don't really mind it if we're in private. Speaking of, let's head to the study hall now. I haven't had a chance to study with you in a really long time, and I've been really missing it. Of course I'm not saying we should study together just so you can cook for me. That would be incredibly selfish. But that doesn't mean I don't miss your food. Oh, you brought an extra meal with you, coincidentally? Well, aren't you ever so prepared? Gold star for the preparation, I guess. Yep, you lead the way. I can show you some new spells I learned and go over how to simplify somatic components. Oh, and I've been studying alchemy lately. It's been a bit frustrating, but I'm trying my best. Oh, how lucky. We ended up getting the last private room. While I don't really mind studying in the open hall, the rogue spells always interrupt my thoughts. Our classmates aren't really good at being mindful of others. Now, for the first thing I want to test you on. I want to see how much you improved your conjuration magic. You seem to really specialize in it, so I think it's a great start. Why don't you show me a simple spell? Something like Mage Hand. Here. Why don't you move this book from one desk to the other? Oh, good. Cantrips are often overlooked, but they're an amazing tool for wizards. No matter how exhausted your mana is, you can always muster minor magic, so long as you can feel the weave. And while they might not be capable of any grand feats on their own, with a little bit of creativity, they can be the most powerful tool in your arsenal. Her hands sway and the water in a nearby cup lifts. She moves it underneath it and a circular flow begins. The motion itself keeps the cup afloat, but after a few moments she moves the water back into the cup so it may drop, and she returns the liquid to its original container. See, it's a simple spell on its own, but you can animate the water and command it to keep its own motion. You can even freeze it to create different strange shapes. Well, since we have the baseline out of the way, why don't we try something a little bit more difficult? Have you ever casted something called Vortex Warp before? You haven't? Well, think of it like a simplified teleportation spell. It's very short range and can only move you and any items that you're holding. But it's great in a pinch. And it can be used on others. She raises her hands and an incantation rushes from her lips. You attempt to counterspell the effect, but you've already been teleported on top of a nearby bookshelf. How's the view up there? Not afraid of heights, right? You didn't expect me to be so mischievous? Well, I normally am not, but I'm allowed to tease you back when you're so ruthless. Alright, I'll teach you how to cast a spell and get you down. The important thing to remember is you need to have alacrity when you cast the incantation. Whether if it's your hands guiding the spell or the words that you speak. I actually put the full instructions in the grimoire I gave you. You turn the pages to the correct spell, and an idea flickers in your head. A faint smirk grows at your lips, and you focus the spell towards Dolorae. She appears next to you and begins to fall forward due to a slight miscalculation. And you catch her before she tips over. Whoa there! Okay, that was close. Whew. Maybe I should have counterspelled that. I'm definitely not a fan of being this high up. Yeah, can't say I enjoy being off the ground. If you keep holding on to me, I can use another spell to get us back down. And that's Dimension Door. A bit more complicated, and something I can teach you next time. But I think I need a break after that. It can be a bit of a dangerous spell if you're not focused. Oh, I'm not mad at you. You just did what I did to you. I just didn't realize I had a fear of heights until this very moment. Well, I haven't used any flight spells or levitation magic on myself. How was I supposed to know it was so scary? You apologize and chuckle at her frustration. To diffuse the situation, you ask her about the new spells that she talked about earlier. Oh, right, I was going to tell you about that. I'm sure there are some books on it around here. I only learned a few new spells, and one of them is actually a 5th tier spell, so it's a little strong. Ever heard about temporal shunt? Essentially, it'll take a creature to another point in time. If someone casts a spell at you, or tries to attack you, you can use that spell to avoid it. Well, or move out of the way for a short time. There it is. It's actually a transmutation spell that Professor Davius taught me. He is very proficient in time-based magic. In fact, I have been completely blown away by all of his skills and proficiencies in it. It honestly makes me a bit shy showing off my own magic when I compare it to his. You roll your eyes and say she's plenty more impressive than him. She sets the book on her lap and flips through the pages. Just as she passes through the lower tiered spells, she stops and her eyes go wide. You see her chest rising and falling quickly, and a slight tremble throughout her entire body. You look down at the page and a symbol is scrawled all over the text. You can't read the language or the runes, but apparently Dolorae recognizes it, and she looks terrified. I don't know. I think I remember seeing a symbol like that before. It feels... She grabs her head and tears well in her eyes. You hold her and try to help whatever pain she's going through. I remember it was a dream. I was deep underground. I don't remember what the room looked like, but I saw a book. I know I saw a book. There was infernal script all over it. It's a language only known to demons and those who deal with them. I went to leave, but Someone stop me. I don't remember who. I remember being scared. That's it. I think it was just a really bad dream. But to think I would see that symbol outside of my own mind. Maybe I used this book before. We should probably report this to the librarian here. I'd hate to have a student just accidentally run into this and form some contract with the fiend or something worse. Oh, I'm sorry for freaking out. I guess demons spook me a lot. And, well, seeing something from my dream, it just shook me up a bit. Here, let me see the book and I'll return it. Oh, yeah, we can go together. The librarian takes the book and promises to speak to the Archmage, Professor Davius, on the matter. It leaves you feeling uneasy, but worrying Dolorae is the last thing you want to do, so you decide to take her to the gardens. She said she was getting involved in alchemy, so this is the perfect way to distract her. You're way too good at remembering what I say, you know that? I'm worried I'll end up saying something really stupid and you're going to bring it up later at the worst time. You really have a talent for it. I may remember a lot, but you have an especially keen memory. It's probably why I like teaching you so much, but it makes you particularly mischievous, especially when you use my words against me. They really have an impressive garden here, don't they? I know this school is rather prestigious, but knowing that never really prepares me for how extravagant it can be. But I'm sure this is nothing new for you. Oh, I haven't forgotten the little revelation from the other day, little noble. Still can't believe you hid it from me for so long. I can't believe it took me this long to find out. That's one way to say it. There's a lot more to you than meets the eye. I really can't wait till I find out more of your secrets, though. When did I start doing alchemy? Well, I think it was just a month ago or so. I heard practicing alchemy is supposed to help better understand transmutation magic, and since I want to improve that, what better way than taking up a similar craft? Well, yeah, I did hear that from Professor Davius. He's been incredibly kind and patient with me, so I want to do my best to improve in that school of magic. I'm honestly a bit worried that I'm gonna let him down, so I gotta give it my all. Hearing Dolorae get excited about the professor is just so uncanny. It makes the hairs stand on your arm. You shake it off and go to pick a flower to put in Dolorae's hair, but pockets of withered flowers catch your eye instead. There's an unsettling feeling that falls on you, and you can see the faint corruption of the weave all around the gardens. You grip onto Dolorae's hand and pull her closer. Hey, I don't know if doing this in public is... Wait, first here, why do you look so shaken up? What's going on? Corruption? I don't see anything. It just looks like a bunch of dead flowers. Are you feeling okay? Yeah, we can just leave if you're that worried. Can I just grab some sage root first? Oh, okay. Guess we can go now. Hey, slow down. What's going on first year? You're starting to scare me. You finally stop when you reach the north courtyard, and Dolorae looks at you with concerned round eyes. You pat her head and realize you have to do something about this. Something dark is lurking within Everlo's sanctuary. You can't trust the faculty here, let alone the Archmage Davius. You need to return home and let your family know so they can open a formal investigation against the college. What do you mean you're returning home? It's the middle of the semester. If you leave now, you could risk your grades. Well, can you at least tell me what this is all about? I feel like I'm in the dark right now, and I just want to help. If you won't tell me, then fine. Just promise you'll come back to the sanctuary swiftly. As soon as whatever you need to get done is done. Promise you'll come right back here. You bend down and kiss her on her cheek, then whisper that you will be back in 1 week. You ask her to take the week off as well. Maybe she could even join you. I would love to come with you and support you on whatever this is, but I'd be at risk of losing my scholarship. The best that I can promise back is I won't get into any trouble while you're away. If you're leaving now, travel safe. I'll be really lonely while you're gone, so don't take too long. Well, farewell, and safe travels.
Where are you off to in such a rush, I wonder? But don't let me stop you. Take all the time you need. All the time you need.
Hey everyone, I hope the holidays were good for you all. I wanted to apologize for not having the closed captions on like I normally do. I was so busy because I was out of state that I could not get them done. But also, do you guys like me making them, or do you just use the generated ones from YouTube, or use any of them at all? Just let me know so I can focus my time a little different if you guys don't like it that much. Also, I wanted to let you guys know I was a part of an audio theater production. I did it back in September, right after my very first video that I ever made on this channel. It just released today, and obviously I've improved a lot since then, but feel free to go check it out. I'll leave a link below. As well, I wanted to let you guys know on Twitch I did a maid stream. It was so much fun. Very chaotic. It was me IRL, so I'll be editing that the next few weeks, just trying to get some cute clips, and then I'll put the whole VOD out, probably on my main channel, which hasn't been used in a while. But also, I want to talk about a few things, as 2024 is going to be kind of different for me. I'm going to be doing a lot of changes on Twitch. I love streaming over there, so I'm just going to be refocusing my content very slowly. Eventually I'll be doing some game shows and other events to be hosted. Very excited for that, so make sure you guys go over to Twitch and follow me. Other than that, I actually want to start doing some YouTube streams. I'm not sure when, but I think they'll be more visual novel driven, or they're going to be me reading storybooks. Just so you guys can relax with me and it won't be anything too exciting, or at least I hope. Something where we can all relax and just hang out together. In regards to doing the 2 audios a week, I'm going to do my best to get back into it because I really do miss doing it. But I'm still getting used to my new schedule of everything, so it's going to take me a little while. So thanks for the patience. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the video. It helps a lot. Comment below whatever you want. Just say hi. And make sure to subscribe, because a lot of you guys aren't subscribed, and that's crazy. I'll see you guys next Saturday, okay? Bye-bye!